Hey guys, I'm Caputo0 and today I bring you a One Piece treasure cruise video. I want to talk about the current situation that Global has, the situation that a lot of people might know. I'm still going to explain this situation in case you haven't followed the news and you're watching my video, which I really doubt because if you're watching my video, you're probably watching other people's videos, but it's okay, I'm still going to explain it. So what's the problem? What's the thing that made everything explode in the OPTC community, at least in the Reddit and Twitter? So basically, we got notified the previous month that the Korean server is going to get merged with the global server. Basically, all the Korean players are going to get moved to the global server, and the Korean server will stop happening. So, and the global players will get 50 gems as an apology for these troubles. And you're like, wow, 50 gems for nothing. I like, what is the problem of more people playing? Well, the problem is that these players will be influencing rankings, influencing blitzes, influencing any kind of competitive event, because Korean players some of them are really grindy. A lot of people expressed their concern that they are going to be really annoying to rank up with Koreans in the server. But nonetheless, it was like, okay, 50 gems, most of the people are going to be happy because a lot of people don't even try to rank high, so not going to be a problem. Well, this was until now, until a week ago. Basically, the last week we got to know information from this merge from the Korean side of the information. And Korean server announced the details of the transfer. Basically, it will happen on the 21, which is in 2 weeks from now. The Korean accounts that were not transferred are obviously going to be deleted because the server is not going to exist anymore. Everyone, including the Koreans, is getting 50 gems, and the Koreans will get 50 more. So the big first difference here, going to get the 50 gems, we get 50 gems, they get 100. Okay. Let's be civil. Let's just keep reading. They are going to be transferred. They are going to be transferred with the pirate level, the gems they have, the friend points, raid points, pirate festival, island upgrades, the berries. Whoever cares about berry, the treasure map ranking, the treasure map league. The treasure map league they are in right now, and the pirate festival rank. And the things that are going to be resetted are the story island clears, gems. The extra island clears, gems, the chopperman missions, the friend list, the mails, and the linked social network services. So basically, this means that Koreans are going to stay on the league they are right now, on the Korean server, and as someone made the calculation, they are probably getting up to 1000 gems, 800 gems to 1000 more or less. No one has done the calculations, which is basically there's a lot of people that are going to come to the server, and they are going to start the game with more than 800 gems, close to 1000. I'm going to let you think, think for a few seconds, guys. If it's no, it's unfair. It's unfair. You don't have to think, guys. It's absolutely unfair. It's absolutely bullshit. Don't know why some things reset and some things don't. That's completely stupid. So yeah, obviously people here started to get angry, posted on Twitter the respect for global hashtag, and try to demand a better service towards global players, which I think it's honestly a fair case. I will actually not be downgraded like this versus the Korean. So the next thing we got is the post from the community manager Nick. He posted on Twitter, guys, I know and I'm pushing for you to get the goods too. With a small gif of a excavator with the collecting gems. No? Okay. I honestly don't think that no one in global is going to get so many gems. Maybe they are like, okay, sorry, but we have to do this transfer and there's no other way we can do it, so take 200 gems maybe. Guys, we are talking of Bandai. They at some point they didn't want to give us a gold ticket because it will break the game economy or something like that, something of that kind. So I'm sure that Nick is trying his hardest to change the situation and do something about it, but I'm not too sure on what he can do and what he can do, guys. So basically, yeah, people are a bit angry about this situation. We got a notice in the game and concerning this situation, acknowledging the Korean players, like it's a transparency, a notice about transparency of this situation. They are telling us what is going to reset, and they are telling us that Korean users are going to clear everything and get gems again, causing an opportunity difference with the current English-French versions. There's going to be a further notice saying what is going to happen with this. We don't exactly know what is going to happen because Bandai still hasn't declared anything. I think maybe the best way to deal around this will be restrictions with how the transferred accounts can use their gems. I'm not absolutely sure about this, guys. It's a tricky situation. And I don't know if giving the 800 gems to global is going to do it either, because if you give 800 gems to every global player, the game is going down in a month or two, guys. I'm all in for getting the justice, getting compensation for what is going to happen, but I think you just have to think, guys, that if we get the same thing as Korea, because I think what they are not going to change it for Korea, because as you see, they are just explaining it as it's going to happen. It's going to happen. This is going to happen. Nothing else is going to happen. So I don't know how they will manage it, but it's going to be tricky. It's going to be a trickier situation than Gem Valley, honestly, because Gem Valley, they managed to remove every unit the users were able to acquire right now. Most of them. But yeah, it's a really tricky situation, guys. I want justice. I don't want global to get wrecked. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. This is from toadskii, obviously. I'm crediting him, saying it's him, and also it's here, his nickname here. It's a list toadskii compiled of the recent changes that global got. We missed a super custard. Kizuna Kit wasn't cooperation treasure map. Sorry, Kizuna. The anniversary events were a mess. Like last year, basically, we had like 3 rankings to get Blitz, TM, and ranking. The Kaido versus Big Mom Sugo Fest change was terrible, honestly. And toadskii knows even more about it, because toadskii had to go deep for that Big Mom versus Kaido. We didn't get a special login bonuses, social media campaign, Blitz. This is recent because there has been a lot more changes up until now since the Roger Oden Sugo Fest. Replacing PP rare recruit tickets with 4 golds. Kizuna Hawkins, which is already on the game data, it seems it's not going to be a cooperation Kizuna again. So there's no more coop Kizunas in the game, guys. Japan hasn't got any since. It seems that it doesn't have Superman missions, which means we are losing 12 gems, Rumble Scroll sets, and a legend ticket. We don't have the World Journey units, the Ichiban Kuji units. Probably we are not going to have them because it's something really exclusive to Japan. We don't have a Rumble Scroll farming island. I don't know which island is this one. The reset, the gems with the versus the Korean users, we'll see what happens with that. And it seems on Japan, on Big Mom versus Kaido event, they got like an event. It's an event. They gave tickets to their players depending on how many gems they spent until now in their OPTC career. We had nothing of the sort in global. I don't know if it's because with Gem Valley they can't account what gems were illegal and which gems are not illegal. If they give rewards, a lot of people that abuse it are going to get rewards again. But yeah, besides all of these things that toadskii found and points, there's a lot of difference. Like at some point, for a long time at the start of the game, guys, global was behind Japan, not only in quality but in content, but in quality too, for a long time. And there was a time that a lot of changes started to happen, and global started to pick up things that Japan didn't have, and at some point you could easily call them equal. But since Yoshi-san at the start, it didn't seem so terrible. But after this point, at the start, since this year, and maybe a bit earlier, it has all gone to hell. I think the game is going in a really bad direction of getting the content, and not only not improving it, but changing it, but making it worse. Because I remind you that sometimes, very often, when we got a content from Japan, we improve it. And some people complain, and I remember that there was like a developer interview when someone said, the interviewer asked if they changed the content for the global version, and the developers directly said, yeah, we take the content from Japan and we adapt it to the global standards. I kinda remember that, because there was quite an uproar about Japan players. Wow, what the fuck, why do you make the content better? No. Honestly, it's a really tricky situation, guys. I don't know what will happen. I don't know how they will handle that. I'm not really going to alter my activity with the game if we don't get 800 gems, but I will be more prone to leaving sooner than later if they keep going with this. What you can do, guys, I mean, they have acknowledged the situation, but you have to be vocal, guys. You have to keep trying to post on Twitter, to post on the Play Store, App Store, whatever. I'm hearing some kind of troubling news that they are trying to remove 1-star reviews. I don't know if it's a Google automatic system or whatever. There's a system going against review bombing, but we have to be vocal, guys. We have to keep going, because we were doing really fine, but for some reason I think Yoshi-san or whoever is in charge, which I mean Yoshi-san is the producer, who else can be in charge, is trying to send global to hell. The funny thing is, as I saw on Reddit, it's not really a global only problem. Japan is also getting content drops, it's also getting slow months, but the problem is that we get those slow months and content drops, put them on global and make them worse. That's the problem, guys. So yeah, be vocal, guys. We have to try to fight these kinds of problems and tribulations we have to try to change global again. So it doesn't have to be global. It can be global equal Japan. It doesn't really matter. I mean, global is not going to be ever equal to Japan because of the 6 months difference. But I mean, if we keep getting some at least content the same way or better, at this we won't have to complain so much. So yeah, guys, hashtag respect for global. You have all my support. If you want to tell me something about this situation, or want me to produce any kind of other video like this, but talking different topics, just drop me a comment, guys. Again, I try to be as active as possible for this situation to change for the better. If there's any update on the situation, something worth to talk about. I know that I still don't upload as many content as I can on my English channel, but try to bear with me, guys. I'm still adapting to having my channel separate and being able to upload different videos now. But yeah, guys, I'm with you. So let's keep fighting. Let's keep making global a better place to stay on, to play. I'm Kabuto Zero. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, drop me a like. Drop me a comment if you have any suggestion about this situation. And yeah, I hope to see you guys on the next video. See you.